Hello, I'm David R. Lewis. Welcome to Theater of the Mind. We're going back about 3 decades for this Heartland memory. It was a time when people actually used a pen and paper to write something. Long ago, when I did a lot of freelancing for ad agencies and such, I spent a fair amount of my time sitting alone in restaurants. I didn't have an office outside my living room, so I usually met clients on neutral ground. Eateries. I was almost always early, not a lot, 10 to 15 minutes or so. Clients seemed pleased to find me waiting for them. It meant I knew how important they were. And they, because they knew they were important, were almost always late. Not a lot, 10 to 15 minutes or so. Consequently, I usually had about a half hour to kill, and I was usually killing it at some time other than mealtime, so the joint would be nearly empty. Here's a conversation with a wait person from one of those times.
Hi, I'm Melissa. I'll be your waitress.
Really? Who is now?
Huh?
Who is my waitress right now?
I am.
Oh, then you are my waitress.
That's what I said.
No, Melissa, it really isn't.
Yes, it is. I said I'd be your waitress.
Correct. That is exactly what you said.
See?
Melissa is now convinced I'm a little weird. I deepen the impression. Melissa, it's really good to see you. You doing all right today? Her face gets slightly blank. I'm violating customer protocol.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Wonderful. How may I be of service to you? Her face becomes totally blank. I've just delivered a knuckleball. She swings and misses.
Huh?
What can I do for you?
Do for me?
Sure. You seem to be a nice young woman. How may I be of assistance to you? She searches her training for anything familiar.
Let me tell you about our specials today.
No, thanks.
We have what?
No, thanks. I appreciate the offer, but I don't want to hear about the specials. Now I have sailed right past weird and proceeded to perverse. I smile at Melissa and she retreats a step. Gathering her courage, she tries again.
Coffee?
No.
Tea?
No.
Something from the bar?
Yes, please, an ashtray. She gives a little twitch and I continue. I'm waiting for someone. Melissa relaxes a bit. Thank God, familiar ground.
Great, she gushes. I'll get you some water and a menu.
Just the ashtray will be fine, Melissa.
Just an ashtray?
Just an ashtray.
No water or menu?
Not for me, thanks. You could bring water and a menu for my friend. Her eyes dart to the empty chair across from me as if she's looking for a large white rabbit.
Oh, she says, visibly relaxing. That's right, you're waiting for somebody.
Yes, I am. This time I grin at her. She skitters away as if being pursued by a ferret and sends another waitress over with the water and menu for Harvey and the ashtray for me. Melissa will not come near the table. I am just too strange. Within 60 seconds, I'm the talk of the whole joint. I'm just sitting. Nobody just sits. Everybody has something to drink, reads a book, flips through the paper, something. I am not doing anything. The other waitress walks by and smiles at me. I smile back. Unable to resist, she returns.
Get you something?
No, I don't think so, but thanks for asking. I feel a shot of sympathy from her. Obviously, I've been stood up, abandoned, forgotten. It's pathetic that even a poor devil like me should be treated so badly. To diffuse the situation a bit, I drag out a legal pad and begin to write. I try never to waste an opportunity. The loss of tension in the joint is remarkable. After a few moments, Melissa sends her back to see how I'm doing. Everything okay? Great. Everything okay with you?
Sure, fine,
she says, a bit quicker on the uptake than my old friend, Melissa.
You writing a letter?
No, it's a story.
A story?
Yep.
About what?
Melissa. Only I won't use her real name or tell anybody what restaurant this is.
You're writing a story about Melissa?
Well, Melissa will be in it, so will you.
Me?
Sure.
Wow.
At this point, my client arrives. She spots me from across the room and heads over. I stand and she gives me a hug and a kiss on the cheek. The other waitress is now excitedly talking with Melissa. My client sheds her raincoat and sits. Melissa is on her like a duck on a June bug, but having great difficulty not looking at me. For the next hour, Melissa hovers in the distance, Finally, Sandy departs, and for fun, I linger and write a while. Melissa is never far from the edge of my vision, eager to please. I can feel her concern for me like a stadium blanket draped around my shoulders. At length, I rise to leave and drop a couple of bucks on the table. Melissa hurries over. "Thanks for stopping by. It was a pleasure serving you." "Oh, Melissa, the pleasure was all mine," I reply, tucking the legal pad under my arm. "You are a lovely young woman. Enjoy the rest of the afternoon." As I walk to the parking lot, she pauses in the window and watches me all the way to the car. Not only is the pen mightier than the sword, it pretty much did the job on Melissa too. At least, that's how it seems to me. I'm David R. Lewis. Thanks for stopping by Theater of the Mind.